Good morning, everybody. It is time for our daily Love in Separation energy reading. This is the full reading. Please like, follow, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you put notifications on, you will get notified when I do go live. I've also started doing some pick piles. You might want to look through my channel to see if you can find a few of those. Those are kind of fun. Probably a little easier to find on my YouTube channel, Silver Fox Spiritual Twin Flame. And if you are looking for a personal read, please send me an email. And I do those for a fee. So let's get right to the energies. What are the current energies for today? Good morning, Keisha. So the current energies for today are: there's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want to be, right? So we've had a lot of introspections that have been happening, but today we are looking at having some of the blockages removed. Perhaps that new moon energy helped a little bit, and we're being guided that there's nothing stopping us. The path is clear if we want it to be. We have to recognize that it's clear. Let's look at the energies. Hi, Naya. Good to see you. All right, let's look at the energies as to what is going on here in this connection and separation today. Spirit, what else do you want to tell us? Spirit's got a lot to talk about. Okay, we've got a few cards here, and let's see what they say. So I know one of them jumped out that I'm sure you all looked at, but I'm not going to get to that one to the end. First one we see is the labyrinth, right? And we feel like we're stuck inside of a labyrinth, right? A maze that there's no chance to get out. But if we want to, we can, because freedom is here. And the Spirit's kind of having some fun with us because it already gave us a maze, right? Look deeply within yourself to discover your soul purpose in your relationship. And how do you get to the freedom? Is by going within and trying to find it. We've got to release the guilt. Don't let guilt get in the way of happiness, right? Because that maze is built on guilt, and we don't want to have that emotion within our space. Embrace what destiny has in store for you. Rejoice. Embrace your loving connection and rejoice. So it's a double embrace in there. And what do we see? The last one, the first one that popped out that everybody's going to look at, and that's union, right? The union of divine soul counterparts is a miraculous event that begins when you least expect it. So Spirit's saying, hey, there's a clear path to union, but you got to release a lot of stuff. So let's get some more energies on this. So Spirit's kind of giving us a little taunt here, saying, you work on yourself. Guess what? You could probably get to that union because the path is clear. So, Spirit, what else do you want to tell us in these energies? It's the energies of this connection and separation currently. What are romance energies? Okay. So let's see what we get. So we have very physical connection, right? There's a strong physical connection, but let's hope that's not lust. You're being guided to great steps to love because the divine is trying to help you get to this pace. Spirit soul path, a personal evolution within your relationship, right? That's working towards that union. Workplace romance. I've seen this a lot lately. So looks like somebody in their workplace is potentially having some romance coming through. Do you work with your special person? Or if not, maybe that's a new one. Fearless love, a courageous leap into the unknown, can get you to that union. And you are worthy. Your worth doesn't depend on the other person. And this is something that I lecture everybody about all the time because, does so-and-so miss me? Does this person care? Right? And we know you want to know that this person misses you and cares, but it shouldn't matter to you because You're worthy whether or not that person is in your life or not. That's not your issue. Your issue is to work on you. You need to find that happiness within. Right, so let's see what other energies want to present themselves. Okay, you got a few cards here. Boundaries. You need to teach people how to treat you by being clear what you will or won't allow. Now, with boundaries, one of the things that we have to realize is that they have to be healthy boundaries. Many people let that pendulum swing back and forth, but unfortunately it swings so far to the left and so far to the right that once they decide they needed boundaries, the boundaries are so strong, they shut everybody out. And that's not what boundaries are meant for. Boundaries are meant to teach limits, but not overstretch, because once you get too far in the boundaries, you actually shut out any opportunities that want to come in because the door's closed, right? You lock it, you put 9 locks on it. Well, how are you expecting an opportunity to come in if you're always saying no? So you have to kind of be healthy with those boundaries. And again, more confirmation, self-worth. You are enough. The person you're meant to be with will love you the way you are. You don't need to change. Now, you do need to heal, but you are enough, and you need to realize that you are enough. Deepening. A relationship will finally deepen in the next few months. You've been waiting for this, right? Union, deepening. We're getting into that same space. Take a leap of faith. Only when you're willing to step out of your comfort zone will you reap great rewards. And this is kind of shall we say, a taunt by Spirit who's saying that, look, you want that reward, then you got to take the leap of faith. And what is that leap of faith? What leap of faith do you need to do? You need to face your own trauma, right? What's happening is that you think that, oh, it's the divine masculine, he or she is, the real cause, that they're the problem, they need to heal because they haven't done the work. No, you need to do the work, and you need to realize that there's work that needs to be done. And most don't, because most get surface on the work and they don't really go into the deep darkness, the things that keep on happening. You wonder why you meet that same person every time in a different body. It's because you haven't done the work. Spirit's showing you what's going on as a mirror in your life, but you're not listening. You have to take that leap of faith and work on yourself to realize that by isolating yourself, by clearing up your traumas, will you then get to the place that you're meant to be. So let's get some more messages, and then we'll go over a few of these cards. Thank you for the follow, Teddy. Appreciate that. And Katie, I will answer that once we're done with the main read. So if you've got a little bit of patience, it'll be about another 10 minutes or so before the read's over, and we'll get to questions. But just make sure when I ask if anybody's still here at the end of the read that you put your question and your name in the comments again. And so with that, let's continue on with the read. Your person left when things got hard, right? And so, remember the divine masculine, they get overwhelmed, right? And it's an energy, it's not a gender, so that divine masculine could be a man or a woman. He or she left when it got hard. But right now they want things to be an equal give and take, right? And I think the divine feminine would like that as well. And that means that balance is starting to come in, that healing is starting to come in, that realization is starting to come in. Detachment, I had to let this go so I could clear my mind. And again, your divine masculine, he or she got so overwhelmed, they had to just walk away because it was just too much for them. Irreplaceable, the way you love me can never be matched, right? Your divine masculine saying, hey, nobody else has been able to love me. I have not felt that way with anybody else. They recognize it, but it was too much and they had to walk away. The lessons I learned from us will never be forgotten. Soul contract, right? And this is basically tells you soulmate or twin flame connection. Could even be karmic, right? You taught them a lesson and you were meant to teach them that lesson to make them go within and try to heal. So let's get another set of messages here. And then we'll go to direct messages from the divine masculine. So Spirit, can you give us some more messages? I got a new deck here today, so let's see what messages want to present themselves. Spirit, can you give us some more messages in this connection? Got to work this deck in, so never sure how new decks work. One or two, after a couple times, but we're going to work the energies in. Spirit, what other messages do you want to give us? Okay, so we got a few messages here. This one's called the Situation Love Oracle deck. And wedding rings, union and marriage, soul connection, everything, everlasting love and devotion, right? So we have confirmation again, 2 union cards. Death, the relationship is over, no second chances, grow and transform, what is dead. And Spirit's saying, hey, what you had before, this is not going to be available to you anymore. That old relationship, that old person is gone forever. And when I mean gone forever, it means that that trauma-bound person is gone forever, because you could never have union with what you had before, because it was a shaky foundation. They're never gonna. It was lopsided. It would never have stood. And so whatever that situation is, whether that was a false twin or whether that's your twin coming back and healing, that situation is gone. Right now, you guys are mirroring each other, self-reflection, introspection, inner wounds, right? And it goes back to all of this here, healing. You guys are both mirroring on healing. Blowing kiss, unconditional love, giving and receiving, fairness, love, and affection returned, right? And we're seeing this again. More confirmation, different decks, same story. Grounding, stability and security, performance, growth, and endurance. And that goes over here, right? That's healing. You need to heal, you need to ground, you need to get to earth, you need to have a strong foundation. That strong foundation usually starts with friendship, not lust. In Phoenix, new phase, rekindle, renew, regrow, growth, and changed mind, rise from the ashes, right? You rose from this death. There's a change, and that change is bringing you in commitment, union, wedding rings, however you want to look at it. So there's a huge positive energy that is moving along within this space. So you can see that we have a lot of pressure here from Spirit to keep us moving forward. So let's get some direct messages from the Divine Masculine. Let's see what the Divine Masculine wants to say to the Divine Feminine. Right? Remember, Divine Masculine could be he or she because it's an energy. Divine Feminine is an energy as well. If you are watching this, most likely you are a Divine Feminine, because Divine Feminine really gives a shit. All right, so let's look at messages from the Divine Masculine. What other messages does the Divine Masculine want to tell us? What are they? Okay, so a few messages from the Divine Masculine. So we had one that fell to the ground, and that usually means it's coming in pretty quickly. So number one, I felt out of control with my feelings. I needed time and space to regroup, right? And we're seeing this over and over again. Yet another set of cards telling you the same thing. And Mecca, I will get to that at the end of the read, so if you could hang on for a few more minutes, it'll probably be about another 5 minutes, and I'll get to questions. But if you could like, follow, and share my channel in between time, that would be awesome. I'm trying to be strong and fight my feelings, right? And so your person is fighting their head and their heart right now. The heart saying, hey, no, this is our one. The head saying, no, this didn't work out. It wasn't right. Let me just find something easier, simpler, with not a lot of feelings in it, because it's easier when I'm just in my comfort zone. But they're never going to be happy. They think of you often and they can still feel you, right? And they try to erase you, but they can't. They know you're losing patience, right? They can energetically feel that you want to move on so bad. You're ready to cut the cord. You're ready to just, hey, I'm done waiting. I can't take this anymore. I'm too lonely. I want love in my life. I want happiness. Why do I keep on getting dragged over here? Right? And they know that, but they have to follow the process, and the process is a process. But they really want to see you again, hold you again, and feel you again. So they're getting pushed. This is part of that divine intervention, trying to push and clear that path for you. But you have to allow for it, right? Which means that you have to have healthy boundaries, you have to heal, you have to do all the things that are required to move this connection forward. And the only things you can do is to work on yourself, your trauma, and understand, why did you two break up before? Yes, I'm sure your divine masculine had a lot of toxicity with them, but remember, your response also was mostly toxic at that point, because you were probably not healed. And healing, it's a process, and it takes a while. And Cheryl will answer those questions. All questions will be answered at the end of the read. So let's go to some more messages from Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. Let's see, I want to use a different deck. We'll use this deck. Messages, Divine Masculine to Divine Feminine. Okay, so we have 4 cards that came out. I'm sorry, my silence wasn't to hurt you, right? And the reason they're saying that is because they had to heal, and you had to go your separate ways, because if they didn't have that silence, your soul contract wouldn't be satisfied, and you wouldn't be forced to go within and try to figure out why. What happened? This energetically just keeps on yanking at me and pulling at me. Yes, we do meet again. Again, more confirmation of union. Until then, please go find who you are meant to become, which means to go within and clear that path. I just wanted to say, or to stay in your arms, we are home, right? Because union is coming. The past returns to teach new lessons. So for some of you, this is going to be a short union, because you've got more lessons to work on. You've got more healing to do. So with that, let's start looking at, where are we within this connection? What part of the journey are we at? We got a card, fell straight to the ground. And we have mission accomplished. Welcome home. 1111, if you're seeing 1111. And again, that's another union card, right? We're done. Welcome home, meaning that your person is coming back. There's that union card, the 1111, the twin flame, right? And so that mirrored number. So we're gonna come back to where we started. And so let's get some advice. How do we get back to that place? And Shanice will also get to yours as soon as I'm done with this. It should be a few more minutes, so just please be patient. I just ask that you like, follow, and share my channel. For all you guys, donations are greatly appreciated. Anybody who does donate will jump to the front of the line on the list. However, they're not required for cards. I just ask that you follow. Okay, so next is our higher self saying, listen to the eternal song of your soul, tune into it and learn to trust it, right? And your higher self is telling you to go within. You're going to be guided to get to that union, and we are going to then heal enough to be able to get to that place. All right, so we're going to ask, I got a new set of timing cards too, so we're going to ask whether or not, or shall we say, when is this coming in? So let's see what the timing says. New cards, sometimes they're off because I haven't gotten to the energy yet, but we have to start somewhere, so let's see what these new cards say. Timing, Spirit, can you give us the timing? When will this union come through? And a card jumped right out. Spirit saying time of the full moon. So we just got a new moon. So full moon's probably a few weeks away. However, just remember that time of the new moon could be, or time of the full moon can be any time there is a full moon. So that gives a lot of leeway. Spirit doesn't want to give us much more. I'll ask my other timing deck to see what it says. But right now, according to Spirit, it's time of the full moon. Try the other timing deck. What else? Can you give me a better timing, Spirit? Here. And Spirit saying on a holiday. So if we know a full moon on a holiday, that is when to expect it to come in. And with that, that is my read for today for Love and Separation. For those who are watching on the replay, please like, follow, share, and subscribe. Make sure your notifications are on TikTok to be able to get to the live readings. I do most of the readings for those watching on the replay. I do most of them live on TikTok, and then I repost a lot of the replays, especially the longer ones, on YouTube because I don't have those constraints on it. And when I get some more YouTube subscribers, I will start doing some lives on YouTube again as well. With that, please like, share, follow. I do also have a spiritual healing channel, Silver Fox Spiritual, where I do light language activations every Monday and every Thursday. I also do a live with a co-host Spiritual Susan, and she and I tag team on card reads, one question per person, when we do that live, and they're on Mondays and Thursdays, 8 a.m. Eastern Time. And if anybody needs a deeper read or a activation healing through light language, please reach out to my email address, silver.fox.affirmations@gmail.com, and we can set something up. Those are at a fee. And with that, for those who are watching on the replay, this does end the read. And I thank everybody for watching and subscribing.